Because Swanee hates us. She thinks we're awful.
She hates me. She hates Travis. She hates Pagoda.
So I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
She's gonna eat a lot of Cuban sandwiches.
The comments were so kind to point out.
I'm very sad as I grab this hot dog. Hello everybody, welcome back to Pagoda One. I am Swanee from America.
I'm Travis from Australia.
And I'm Alex from England.
Today, we have a wonderful feast here for a sad reason, which is this is our last video together.
Because Swanee hates us. She thinks we're awful.
She hates me. She hates Travis. She hates Pagoda. And that's why she's leaving.
So I'm getting out of here. Really, I am moving back to America. I'm moving back to Florida. So this is our last video as the three of us together. So we're gonna just talk about some random stuff and eat some delicious food.
Oh yeah.
We should say what we have here, right? So it looks like we have some chicken, rice with some
Is that tuna?
seaweed and some, looks like tuna or chicken or something. Anyways, it looks good. We're gonna mix it up, have a little bite. We got some cream pasta. We have another version of this, which has a corn dog in it.
Nice.
And then the last one is the rosé tteokbokki. Ooh, we're about to dig in.
All right, let's start with the chicken.
I'm gonna start with chicken soon.
Oh no, the internet's gonna see my shocking chopstick skills. Please.
Go on, Travis. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it, Travis. You can
Yes.
It's so good.
Oh, this is fantastic. This is so good.
Swanee, why are you leaving Korea?
So, okay.
Apart from all the
So,
hatred.
anyways, I've been here for like 2.5 years, and I've kind of like reached a point where I feel like it's time to move on to the next chapter of my life. Sounds so cliche, but yeah, it's true. Originally, actually, my plan was not to stay in Korea for long term. Like, I didn't want to like settle my life here. I thought about a lot of things. I learned a lot about myself, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at, what I like, what I don't like. So officially now I feel like, okay, it's okay for me to move on to the next step. Yes.
I am listening. I was also just watching Alex struggle with the chicken. Obviously, as well, you did not expect to be here during a pandemic.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the pandemic didn't really like affect my experience that much. Like, I feel like the only thing it could really affect is like drinking life or like nightlife, but like I'm not really like a huge like nightlife person to begin with. I don't really drink, so.
But what about like gatherings and that kind of thing?
That's true. I definitely didn't make as many friends as I thought I was going to, because yeah, we didn't really have opportunities to like meet people. And then even here, like we've mentioned in like previous videos, how like the teachers don't even really have time to like socialize with each other or anything like that. So that also was like sad. Not sad, but I guess like
Unfortunate.
a little bit unfortunate,
A
yes.
little bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've made good friends here?
The people that you do know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people that I do know definitely like are good people, but it's very few. It's like fewer than you would think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've just started like shamelessly telling people like I need friends. We don't get to meet people. Like,
I feel so
with
bad for
friends.
people who came here during the pandemic because like when I first came here, it just was not like this at all. Like I met so many people, had so many adventures, traveled to so many places.
I mentioned also in a previous video that like I came to Korea so many times before, so like I wasn't really like itching to like go do so many things that I couldn't do because of the pandemic. Like, I'm like already really familiar, so it was more like just the socializing aspect got kind of like ruined by the pandemic. But like otherwise, like doing things in Korea, like I feel like I didn't really miss out too much, which is good. Yeah, and also I'll be still coming back to Korea. Maybe like other foreigners who have lived here and they go back home, like they just don't really come back, you know? But like for me, like I have to come back because my mom's side of the family is here. So yeah, so eventually I have to come back, which is nice to also think. I'm not like permanently gone from Korea.
Yeah, I know a lot of teachers who living outside of home, living away from family can be difficult enough. Obviously you have some family here, who's lucky. But I think for a lot of teachers, having that on top of a pandemic was just like too much. So like I know so many people who just went home. It was too stressful, or it was too isolating.
But what plans do you have in the US right now?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I'ma tell you.
She's gonna eat a lot of Cuban sandwiches.
Actually, as of right now, I'm going to nursing school.
Oh.
Yeah. In America, especially right now, nursing is a very highly demanded job. Like, they're really short of nurses. So, like, I want to be a nurse for, like, various reasons. Like, first of all, my mom is a nurse. So, like, I've always admired my mom's job. And I always spoke, like, really highly of her, even without even knowing about it. And then later, like, I realized how highly I spoke of her job.
Nice.
And I was like, oh wow, that could be me. I was like, I could do that. On top of that, like the nurses' like work schedule is really nice, and also the pay is really good.
Wait,
Benefits are really good.
Did you say their work schedule's very nice? I know nurses. They work like 17 hours and stuff with night shifts and all that kind of stuff.
So I don't know about like in your guys' country. I know in Korea it's not like this at all. Like it's definitely not like very great like situation. But in America, they work 3 days a week. That's full time, 3 days a week, but you work 12 hours a day, right? So you work the full day, but it's only 3 days. Honestly, like when I come to work here, I wake up at 8 and I go to the gym and then take a shower and then it's time to come to work. And then I'm here until 9 p.m. So basically, like I didn't do anything with my day except for work. But I do that 5 or 6 days a week sometimes. So I was like, okay, I'd rather just like work all day long with like less days and have like more days off. Other thing is like, in America, health insurance, is really like a problem for a lot of people. So if you work in healthcare, this is like a very amazing opportunity to have like good health insurance as well. Nice. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on right now.
Yeah, that's a good thing to think about. Like, would you rather work, say, 12 hours a day for 3 or 4 days, or would you rather work like 8 or 9 hours a day for 5 days? I know some people who would definitely take the former. I would definitely try it.
I kind of like, after teaching, that kind of taught me that like, I don't really like traditional 9 to 5 type of thing. Like 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, even sometimes 6 days a week. Like I realized like, I don't think I can uphold this for like the rest of my life, for me personally. For me, I'd rather just, knock it out in one full day and have more days off. I just think like, I want to do something where I'm like impacting people, something where like, I feel like I have like a value in my life, which we do have with teaching, because like we're helping people like better their lives, you know what I mean? Fine tune some skill in their life that they need for like work or just like whatever they want to do, you know? I do feel that sense like while teaching, so I'm still able to maintain that like love of like helping people and feeling like I have a purpose kind of thing with nursing. So that's the move.
Do you want to work in a particular part of the hospital?
That one, I don't know. That one, I need to see, like, once I experience it. I might get my master's and become a nursing practitioner. Ooh, nice. But then I would be working 5 days a week as well. So, like, it just depends. I have to see, like, what I'm good at, like, what I'm better at, and, like, stuff like that.
So, Swanee, what was your favorite thing about Pagoda One? Since you've been here for, like, a year, I think?
2 years.
2 years.
Apart from your neighbors.
So, my favorite thing about working for Pagoda One is actually teaching one-on-one. So I really like teaching one-on-one. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love group class too, because our groups are rather small anyways. But I do prefer one-on-one class. I just like how like...
I saw that, Travis.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, what just happened? I like how we have like one-on-one experience. We can like work with somebody like more like in depth, I guess. We have our own space. That's another separate thing that I really love. Maybe they saw like in the vlogs that like we have our own rooms that are like designated our rooms. You can bring your little decorations, or you can do basically almost whatever you want, which is like really amazing. They give us like our own like privacy, even though we can hear each other through the walls, but it just makes us that much closer.
It does.
Yeah. Third thing that I like, this is like genuinely, our managers are like really nice.
Yeah, well, most of them.
Well,
not all of them, most of them.
For me,
you should listen to what Swanee says through the pipes. I can hear it. She's
no!
effing and jeffing, everything. Terrible.
This is my first and only job here. I haven't like moved from place to place, you know.
Right.
So I've heard a lot of horror stories from like my students about their bosses. They're always like forcing them to do this and that, and giving them pressure to do this and that, and like it just like sounds really terrible. That made me realize that we don't deal with that here. That is definitely a huge pro to working for Pagoda One. You guys have anything that you really love?
Honestly, I love the students. I like both group classes and one-to-ones. I especially love when a student has a goal in their mind and they know what they want to do. I really like working towards that goal. And also students who just come here for a hobby. I think it's great. Obviously, you get more narrow perspectives in this country because everybody's Korean, but you still get a wide variety, which is really cool.
I've met more people teaching for Pagoda One than I've probably met in my entire life. Because we're constantly meeting new people all the time. That really fine-tuned my communication and social skills as well. I learned so much from my students too, because everybody has their own life, their own background, own their career and everything, and we get to hear so many different perspectives from so many different people. So I've learned a lot about other people's businesses and what they do, about their families, dynamic and things. So are there any final questions before we wrap it up?
I was gonna ask how you guys became close.
Through YouTube.
To filming.
Yeah.
Through filming,
So you guys
basically.
got closer through the filming?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I had actually had the chance to speak to you
never,
guys.
yeah.
A lot of elevator chats.
Yeah.
A lot of elevator chats where we complain about the terrible managers who work here and the students and that kind of thing. It's not
And there are other co-workers. That John guy?
so ugly.
So ugly.
What's his deal? John.
We didn't have any opportunities to interact. So after we started filming, then we actually got to know each other's personalities and that was basically the first time we got to know each other actually as human beings.
I was actually really relieved because I didn't know how these videos were going to go, but I feel like we all have pretty good chemistry. We all sort of roll off each other quite well, which is nice.
We were definitely very nervous in the beginning. That the comments were so kind to point out. At first I was like, I don't know how this is gonna do. But I definitely came to enjoy this part of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Since we're speaking about this, we should probably mention I am moving back, so I will be gone from this channel. But the guys,
we don't know if we will be continuing.
Maybe we will.
Things
Maybe
are up
we
in
won't.
the air.
So this might be the last time you see us, guys. And if it is
all Swanee's fault.
It is all Swanee's fault.
it kind of is. So I'm oh my gosh.
She ruins so many things. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Hopefully we will see you guys again. It's been a pleasure doing these videos for the time being. Swanee, have you enjoyed doing this video?
I've enjoyed it. I'm very sad as I grab this hot dog.
As she grabs the hot dog. I'm so sad.
If we don't see you on the other side, it has been a pleasure. And if we do, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Don't forget
to
subscribe,
comment,
and hit that bell as well.
That good chemistry is coming through.
Hey.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.